they were saying this one time they were hanging out with EazyE and they were in the car together, and EazyE was like kind of sick. He was coughing, and I guess Alan looked at EazyE and said, "Hey, man, do you have AIDS?"
We noticed that there's a difference in his appearance. His skin is kind of ashy. He's not as bulky as he used to be. He's still bulky, but we notice something's not right with him. So we're driving one day, and he would always have the shits when we knew him, or he would throw up a lot. So we're driving on the way to the office, and EazyE's like, "Oh my God, I gotta go. If I get pulled over by the cops, I'm gonna shit my pants." And I remember distinctly my brother turns to him and goes, "EazyE, you ever think maybe you have AIDS?"
Oh, you guys brought it up.
My brother was in the front seat. He goes, you ever think maybe you have AIDS?
Huh.
And EazyE goes like this. He looks at him, goes, and keeps driving.
Oh, wow.
And EazyE sort of just laughed it off.
He didn't punch the shit out of him?
No.
Should have slapped the shit out that nigga. That's crazy, bro. Like, what's up with these people, man? What's up with these people with these 100-year later stories about, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, that should just be offending me, bro.
I mean, me and you have had arguments about this.
Yeah.
You know, you felt that he didn't die of AIDS.
Yeah,
I feel that he had, but...
I've seen 2 people die from that shit in my life, which was one of my homeboys' uncles and my little brother under me, his dad. His dad was a heroin addict, you know what I mean? And sharing needles, you know what I'm saying, with other people. So I seen them die slowly from that shit, you know? And all the shit that they had to do just while they were alive. And, you know, I just didn't see that with my homie, you know what I mean? So that like, I got too much shit that I can put it against. You understand what I'm saying? For me to agree with that. Like, I just... Yeah. And then, like I said, the women he had, bro, like, I know some of them personally, you know what I'm saying? They all from around the same place where I'm from. And it's like none of them, the kid that he had. Well,
but in that same documentary,
I heard what you said. I heard what they said.
Who said that one of the women that EazyE was sleeping with had HIV,
I think they paid for that. Honestly, I think they paid for that man to say that, bro.
Really?
I really do.
So it's always a conspiracy around a celebrity's death. And I think EazyE's death has always been questioned, especially by his family and close friends. They never believed that someone could die of AIDS so fast, within 2 weeks to be exact, according to his friends and family. An old-time friend of EazyE named Frost recalls a friend of his calling him and informing him that EazyE was on the AIDS floor at the hospital. Now my question is, did he know he was sick with AIDS and didn't tell his family and friends? Let's take a look and comment down below and let me know what you think.
So I went to his house in Calabasas that Sunday, and he handed me the check. He's all, "Man, don't go blow all this money in one spot." I'm like, I don't hear nothing. I'm like, 500. What cars am I gonna buy now? I had 7 cars already at that time. We were just flipping cars already with me and Chino and them. So I just, that was like that Sunday, and then they told me, he's like, "Man, I got some congestion in my chest. It's turning into like bronchitis or something." Right? Wow. So that was the stint to the hospital. He never came out. Well, I had a girlfriend at that time, and she told me, she said they were at Cedars-Sinai, and she called me on the phone. This was before anybody knew about EazyE contracting the AIDS virus or anything like that. She called me, she said, "EazyE's on the AIDS floor right here at Cedars-Sinai." And I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, you know, he does a lot of charity things. He probably is up there visiting the patient, like, or seeing something." And she just abruptly stopped me right there, and she said, "Frost, EazyE's on the AIDS floor. They don't let people up here, period. It's not no celebrities. It's not none of that shit like that." So I called Tony. Tony G, this was our producer that did La Raza and all that. And I'm all, "Tony, this girl told me this on the phone." He's all, "This is 2 weeks before anybody had even knew anything." And then all of a sudden, he's all, "Nah, you know, he's got bronchitis, but it's turning into like some stage of tuberculosis. They're trying to get it out of him now, but don't trip. We're gonna be all good." They're still telling me during this week, but this girl had already told me that he was on the AIDS floor. So 2 weeks after, the week before they even were gonna announce it, Tony calls me on the floor phone, and he's all serious as hell with me. He's all Tootie. What they call me Tootie, you know, the name that my family called me. So he's all Tootie. What happened with the? How did you find out about that for real? Because EazyE has AIDS, like that. And I said, I told you, Tony. But I never really had told anybody, or really I knew none of that stuff. So during that time of EazyE even going from any kind of like anything of that. First of all, you gotta even think of that tragedy. No girl has ever came forward saying that they got the AIDS virus from EazyE or taint thing. I'm gonna tell you what happened with EazyE getting AIDS, and I believe this to this day. And I don't care if you guys got it on film. You could tell the world. They gave him tainted needles with acupuncture needles that tainted him, and gave it to him because he got hurt in Honda Valley on quad runners, and he was riding quads. And what happened is that someone, I won't say the name, but people know the name. I don't want to say that name because it's the devil's name. But, you know, another person in rap, if you know your history of rap, calls him a devil. So if you know your history in rap or West Coast rap, you'll know who I'm saying. But I was told even in the last conversation from EazyE not to even talk to that man. And not only that, but I think that they really had a stronghold of giving him tainted needles with the AIDS virus in them through acupuncture. Because how else could somebody die that fast of AIDS? Have you even heard of somebody dying in 2 weeks of AIDS, bro? Come on, man.